Are we live? Oh, hello. Let me pause this. I don't think we can pause it. Mother trucker. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Okay, is that good?
I think so. All right. Hi. Happy Wednesday. We're here early for our Wednesday wellness. And
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm with Jessica. We've had her on before. Jessica Crafton. She is an OT and
Specializing in babies.
And this is her office space that we're in right now in our office.
Yes.
Are you here just Wednesday mornings right
Wednesday mornings right now.
now? Okay, Wednesday morning she's here.
Yep.
So we're gonna chat with her. We chatted with her before about Sideline, which that's an awesome video. If you haven't watched that one, everyone should watch that one. I don't need to know that I'm live. I am the live person. So we're gonna chat today about containers, like babies, and what people probably don't even know what containers are, honestly. So let's start with that.
So containers are pretty much anything baby's gonna sit in, be in, lay in, and we all need to put our baby down in something.
Right.
So what we want to talk about today is overuse of the containers. Because
Right.
even the car seat is a container.
Right. So car seat, bouncy seat, swing,
jumper,
walker,
snoo,
bumbos. Anything we set them down in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, why? So most of us, right? Like I was a mom of twins. My babies probably sat in containers way more than they
My
should've.
first did.
Yeah,
100%,
right?
100%.
Because it's like, oh, they're so happy there.
Yes.
They're
safe.
They're safe. They're sleeping. You can get stuff done.
Yes, you can get stuff done. 100%.
So what's the problem with keeping baby maybe in these containers too long? And what's the worst ones that we should get rid of? And you probably say all of them. But.
Well, no. Also a mom of two, so I do understand we have to put our babies down. The one that I would 100%, 75% want you not to have is the jumpers.
Yeah, I mean, us too. Like the ones that hang and they're jumping.
Yes.
Like there's just no reason.
There's no reason babies should not jump till they're 20 months old. It's putting their hips in all kinds of weird alignment that they're not supposed to be in. Unless you're absolutely married to it, get rid of it. It takes up a lot of space. That's one thing the grandparents love too.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so happy.
Yeah, and look at them just jumping.
Yeah.
But their body's not ready for that.
Nope. They'll be on their toes.
They're not standing.
No.
Yeah. So
be constipated because of it.
Yeah, we'll see as chiropractors their sacrum is just continually misaligned, and so then we'll see constipation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So jumpers, no thank you.
Okay, so get rid of the jumpers, get it off your baby registry. If your kiddo's using it, buy a jumper.
You don't need it.
You don't need it.
It takes up a lot of space and they're tacky and gross. You don't need one. But a more realistic container, let's say, is like the car seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Babies
safety.
Yep. And babies are in the car seats a lot.
Especially as probably a second, third kiddo.
Yep. So, of course, you're going to put your baby in the car seat. But just remember that once they get bigger and they can start to hold their trunk up more, so 5-6 months, try to think about taking them out of that bucket seat and holding them in your arms when you're going into places.
Okay.
That can get the pressure off their head, help them engage their core. Again, if you've got 2 or 3 other ones running around, you're going to use the bucket seat. But just think, if it's just you and baby, you can start to get them out of that when they're a little bit older. And
can also it's more work, but take them out of the bucket seat and then wear them.
Yeah, wear them.
That's still better than having them in the bucket seat.
Because a lot of times, this is where we get our flat heads, right? Our plagiocephaly, our flat spots. Because babies do sleep so well. Well,
they're supposed to sleep on their backs. We're told they all have to sleep on their back, so they're already sleeping on their back.
And then they're in the car seat. So, wear them chest to chest until they're well over, probably 8 or 9 months. Then they can face out. That's a whole other talk. But keeping them, chest to chest. Another container that a lot of people like is the bumbo seat. Oh, yeah. Because you're putting them in there before they can sit up. Yes. Right? Because, on their own, right? Yes, they can sit up. They have head control. You're putting them in there. Yeah. But what's wrong with the bumbo seat? So the bumbo seat puts their little butt in a posterior tilt like this. Okay? So, how we all kind of sit like this. Yeah. And it's sit up straight. Well, the bumbo seat doesn't even let them sit up straight. Right. Because of how it's just... Yep. So, the up seat, just Google it, Amazon, up seat, is a way better option. It was developed by a PT, and it's going to keep their trunk nice and straight. still don't use the up seat until they are pretty much sitting up on their own.
Yeah, because you want them to develop that core strength.
Correct. The floor and the floor is the best place for them to get strong. But once they do start to sit up and they're having more fun with it, they have older siblings, you can use something like the up seat to help them sustain that endurance.
So they can stay up longer.
Yeah.
Instead of like face down.
But we're talking like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Nothing really long term.
What things you would see, like, hey, my baby, okay, so we talked about flat spot, like, obviously, like, if they're, and that goes with probably, like, being in a bouncy, like, is that what they're called, bouncy seats?
Yeah, bouncy
too long
seat.
or a swing too long.
Yep.
Flat spots. But the bumbo seat, a big one, like, what things are you going to see in your child's development, or, like, hey, like, what do you see? Like, oh, this kid's been using too many containers.
Like asymmetrical crawling, like crawling not with both sides of their body, crawling with just one side.
Yeah, to, like, stick that, like, leg out to
and
crawl.
It gets caught.
Yeah.
Babies who W sit. So W sitting is when their little legs go behind them.
Yeah, everyone thinks that's like a kid thing, but yeah, instead of just like sitting on their knees, it's like they wide splay out like this.
Wide. It's just like poor core strength, and
is it poor core strength because they've been in these containers for too long, like been in the car seat too long? Would you say been in a
could
or like in a jumper?
In a jumper, yeah. I mean,
or in a bumbo seat too early, type of thing. They just didn't have to develop it. Right. Their body didn't have to. Maybe not enough tummy time.
They're not working their core enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And then W sitting, then we can maybe, or some of that we can see asymmetrical crawling, maybe not walking, maybe not rolling over. If you're if you're not on your belly enough, then back,
Yeah. The floor is the best place because they can feel the ground and then they have to move against it, right? And they have to figure out how to get off of the ground, either to roll to their side, to roll to their belly, to push to sit up, and they can't do that stuff when they're stuck in a container. Use them. Use the bouncer seat if you have, while you're preparing the bottle or whatever you're doing. Use that. Put them down in that. But just don't make it a thing when they're in there a really long time, especially if you have babies that sleep really well and they're sleeping like 7 to 7. And if they're sleeping on one side, you have to watch for those flat spots. That's why I caution parents with the SNU past like 8 to 10 weeks, because we shouldn't swaddle our babies anymore. And the SNU keeps them swaddled.
They always have to. I don't know much. I didn't have one, so I don't know like how. I know it rocks them, but I don't. You have to swaddle them.
Well, no, you don't have to, but I think a lot of parents do.
Okay.
And I think they do it a little bit too long, and then baby can't roll or baby can't do these things, and now baby has just a weaker core because they've just been swaddled and sleeping for 12 hours for.
Okay. Because they usually will sleep for 12 hours, just because it has
And it rocks, and I mean the rocking thing's great. Like that's great. You can use that. You can take the swaddle thing out. I believe someone told me you can like take it out and just use the bassinet. I just caution parents to swaddle too long, because then they're not going to use these skills to roll.
Yeah. When should you stop swaddling then?
About 8 to 10 weeks is when we recommend you stop.
Can you like swaddle? You can use like swaddle still, but keep their arms out.
Yeah, swaddle their core. Yeah. Swaddle their tummy.
You know how they have like those.
Yeah, the Velcro ones. Yeah. That's what I use for my kids. Just the cheapo Target ones.
Yeah, my twins never like their arms in anyways, but...
No.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, just think about things in moderation, and just remember that you are going to use these things. Look out for any kind of, like, my baby always lays with their head to the left. Always,
Prefers nursing on the side, we say.
Yes.
Like, if you, like... My big thing is you see a baby, they come in a car seat, and they're, like...
Always looking to
like this. It's like, okay, like we need to like, is that how they always are? One, you can take their head and move it to the middle when you're putting them in that car seat, or when they're in their thing. Like, move it to the middle. This is going to create torticollis.
Yes,
it's going to be a lot harder to correct later on.
100%. Bring them to the middle in any container. Bring them into the middle, because they can't do it on their own until they're like 10 weeks or so, like bringing their head to the middle.
Yeah, so you're not going to hurt them. Let me tell you, I set that baby down to adjust them. I'm always moving their head to the middle.
You will not hurt them. Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah.
So do that in the car seats for sure. It's the biggest thing I see it. But also, if they do start favoring, one, see us, because we adjust, but then also Jessica.
Yeah, because I can give you lots of stuff to do at home.
Right.
To hold them different ways to help correct the torticollis, because it comes from not only the neck but the whole body, right? So we have to look at the whole body to see where something might be too tight, and if they spend a lot of time in a container, that can be the reason. So instead of containers,
tummy time, floor time,
pack and play.
Pack and play. That's a good one.
You know, if you've got dogs, other kids running around, it's like, I don't want my baby to be on the floor. You can put them in a pack and play. They'll be safe in there. That's one I tell parents a lot because they are easy to move around.
Right.
Yeah.
And then wearing a kiddo.
Wearing a kid.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. Yeah.
So yeah, it's fine to use these things. Okay, jumper we say no, but
and the sit me up is another. It's another one of these things that it's kind of like a soft sling that baby sits in, and it's another thing that's like a pre-sitting. So again, I would avoid that altogether. If you already have one, really limit it. It gives them really not a lot of support, and then their feet are touching the ground when they're sitting. It's just awkward. Like,
yeah, they shouldn't be.
They should be sitting at 90. So the sit me up is another popular one I've seen.
What's the one you said that is better than the bumbo seat?
Up seat.
Up seat. Okay.
Up seat.
Up seat.
It's like twice as much, but I promise you'll love it. I loved it with my kids. It has the tray. It's just like the bumbo.
Yeah.
So if you have the bumbo on your registry, change it to the up seat. It's way better.
Way better. Okay.
Therapy approved.
Yeah. Core strength we don't even think about with kiddos, but they have to develop that core for so much.
Yes. For eating. So many people are pushing eating at like 4 months. Baby can't even sit up that.
No.
No.
We always say wait till baby can sit.
Yes.
So they can. That means like their digestive tract is more developed and can.
Yes. Yeah, and they can chew. Yeah, that's a whole other talk too. A whole other talk too. But watch your containers. Don't throw everything out to the curb, but just be mindful of them and
set yourself a timer if you have.
Yeah. Contact us with any questions.
Yeah, Jessica, you're seeing our patients complimentary for like a 15-minute consult.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
So if you see us and we've maybe recommended like, hey, you should get in touch with Jessica. She'll do a 15-minute consult to see if it's something she can help with.
100%. And that can either be in the office or just on the phone.
Yep. And then also the thing about OT is she gives you a lot of stuff to do at home. You don't need necessarily a visit of 20.
Like it would be like typically like 1 to 4 visits.
Yeah.
And that's really all that we need for babies.
Especially babies, It's just now like, okay, let's say your baby's 18 months old and isn't crawling or isn't walking. That's a bigger issue, right? That's going to take longer.
Yeah, that's going to take longer.
Severe torticollis might take a little bit longer.
Right, yeah. But the earlier the better with any of these. If you have any questions and you feel like you're not heard by your pediatrician, we will listen to you because these things are so much more than a wait and see. Yes. The first year is so important for development and setting up these foundations for baby to be the best baby ever. Right. So don't wait and see.
And you also like to work on babies with the oral ties, right?
Yes. Any kind of oral ties, pre and post revisions. I
think we're going to do another talk with you about that.
Yeah.
We have another talk coming up. We could do lots of talks.
We could do so many talks.
Okay.
But container talk is a really good one because we get lots of that.
Yeah.
And none of those walkers that you actually put the baby in and then they walk.
Yeah, they don't need to walk yet. They're not walking. Yeah.
No, never.
No. Tell them why.
So those are super unsafe. Actually illegal in Europe, I think. And you're just facilitating toe walking, extension, patterns that baby's not ready for yet.
Yeah.
And why do we want baby to walk before they need to?
Me too.
I don't understand that. So no
and
walkers.
you want them crawling. Crawling's so important.
Crawling is so important.
Yeah.
You can use the push walkers. Those are fun, but not the ones that they sit in and there's like a tray.
Yeah, they do that like at like 6 months old, I feel.
Yeah. So none of those. The push ones are great. Once they start moving, those are really fun.
Yeah.
Or like a laundry basket or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, not the ones that you put baby in and then they walk.
Okay, so my big takeaways, I'm gonna go and make sure I got this right. Okay, car seats, if you can, take baby out after like 5 to 6 months.
Like 5 to 6 months.
5 to 6 months, take them out when you're getting out of the car. Don't carry the car seat with you everywhere. Take them out. Wear them maybe, or if they're sitting up, then
put them in the cart.
Yeah, put them in the cart instead of the car seat. We understand there's times that's not.
Sure.
Can't do it.
Practical.
But that's it.
Yes.
But try that. And then what else did we have? The bumbo seat, no. Up seat. I got it right. Up seat. Get the up seat instead. And then limit the time in the other containers. No to jumpers, no to walkers.
Correct.
And then for the SNU or anyone swaddling your baby, stop at 8 to 10 weeks.
Yeah.
No arms down. That's also creating weak core.
weak core and not engaging their hip flexors to roll.
How do you know your kiddo has a weak core? They're probably not rolling when they should be.
Yeah.
Not sitting up when they should be in the W sitting.
Yeah, not kicking their legs when they're on their back.
Okay.
You always want to see legs and arms moving when they're on their back.
Right. Yeah. And then, the W sitting. We see that in like 7-year-old, people that have it, you see it.
Yeah. You got to knock that out now because that one is very easily stuck with kids.
Oh, yeah.
That W sitting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's painful to look at.
Yes.
You can't even get in that position.
And if you don't know, you're probably thinking, wow, my kid's like super flexible. Yeah. Oh, great.
Yep. But
because I wish I could do that.
But that's another one. Yeah, you're right. The more you know, W sitting is just another sign of low core strength. So,
other issues. Okay. Well, if you have, like I said, you have questions for Jessica, you have a website now?
Yes. So it's. Can we put it on there?
We can put it in the comments.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll put it on there, and like your phone number or whatever you want. Email.
It's like Balance Babies.
She doesn't know.
Services.com.
Jessica's been at Family Tree for a long time, but she's doing her own thing now.
Yeah, so still at Family Tree too, but doing my own thing here too.
Yeah.
So, let us know.
Yay, we love Jessica. She's the best of the best.
Yay!
Everyone that sees her always says, wow, because we will literally have patients go maybe to a different OT, different PT, they get sent to from their pediatrician, go there, and I'm like, well, do they work with babies? And they're like, it doesn't seem like it. And I'm like, go here. And then they come back and they say, oh my gosh, it was so much better when I saw Jessica.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So babies are a specialty, and you need to be with a provider that knows what they're doing with babies.
That's what we say about chiropractic too. We're like,
you can't just go to
with
anybody.
pregnancy and that. It's like, sure, everyone has a spine, but it's different. We all take special training.
Right.
What we do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for talking with us.
Yeah.
We'll see
team.
you again.
All right.
Go team.
Bye.
Bye. Now I gotta figure out how to do this.